There's not a whole lot. Nidus worm going up here. Where is he going to put it? He's got a Zerling just spotting that area. Is he going to use the Nidus worm someplace? Be interesting to see that. That'd be very, very cool. What else do we have going on? Still, not a whole lot of things going down here. What are all these? Still producing a ton. Oh, there we go. A whole lot of drones coming out now. And he is now researching Evolved Burrow. He still doesn't have a Hydralisk Den or a Roach Warren. That's quite odd. Just Zerglings and Infestors still going down. A couple more Infestors coming out. Kind of odd. Kind of cool. And units getting... Oh, he's doing Soso. Doing a pretty good job of macroing. Keeping his unit count. I mean resource low. ChiDori, come on man. You're letting me down again. Gotta keep it low. Grabbing another hatchery there. Gonna be macroing up. Even though he really hasn't got anything going here. It might be best to fully saturate that before getting another hatchery. To make the most use of it. It's a fairly formidable army now. Let's just look at the army tab. Yeah, Soso's got 89 supply, whereas the red Zerg's only on 67, and a lot of Zerglings and a couple of Infestors. I really don't think is going to be at all effective against this many Hellions and a bunch of Marauders. I don't think it works. And we have Banshees coming along here and destroying a whole bunch. No, he really needs to attack the drones. This Queen is still in there. He doesn't get involved at all. Finally moving the drones. Does he have anything that will attack air other than... I don't think so. Unless he can mind control one of the Banshees to kill each other. Banshees a lot of things. New Parasite. Pop down a whole bunch of things there. Constant growth of Banshees. I'm impressed. That was nice. That was nice. Whole bunch of Zerglings just chilling here doing nothing. Just waiting for a whole bunch more Zerglings to come and say hello. Have another Queen popping out. But more... he really doesn't like this. He really wants it dead. This Queen, I think, will go down and he moves it away. That's getting away. He needs to move his Banshee out of the way, but these Infested will... oh, he closed. He really needs that Overseer that's just chilling over here. He needs to bring it in. But I just missed it. I must have missed it just as I moved away, but he does manage to fill up that bench. This Viking is going to be a pain in the buttocks and kill some overlords here. Still hasn't fully saturated this expansion, which is a bit of an issue. And look how many Hellions there are. Soso is moving out, and these Zerglings, unless he sees them, will he see him? He does see them, but he just didn't follow them. Oh, that's a big mistake. He could have cleared up all those Zerglings, and that would have been really big. Put ChiDori, my man, in a really bad position. But these Hellions are moving to a whole lot of different systems of that. And they're really good against Zerglings, but well, now we have Hydralisks. I'm not sure how good they are against them. Do we have any upgrades? No, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. No upgrades going down at all. There's a whole bunch of Hellions burning down the factory. It wasn't doing anything in the first place, so that's not too good. Like, has ChiDori started a burrow? I'm not sure whether he managed to get those Hydralisks out of the way. He is spreading creep all over the place, but he really needs to get some counters to that Hellions, not just Zerglings. Pushing out. Infestors are burrowed down, stay out of the way. It'd be good to have a scan here just to mess with them. But this Hellion push has got destroyed quite easily. These Hydralisks doing terrible. And the supply dropping to 75, I think it was at 100 before. So it was a good job by ChiDori, my man. Just a Viking and a Hellion just chilling here. Vikings really not the best units against Hydralisks. Hydralisks are anti-air, and Vikings cannot shoot ground, so that's quite interesting. More Banshees being produced here, and we have some upgrades going down. What else do we have? More Marauders rallied halfway across the map. This Banshee is going to clear up all the Zergons. They really can't do anything. Poor guys. They're having a bad day. EPM. Who cares about that? Let's look at something else. Resources. I'll just leave it on that for a while. This Queen has a fair amount of energy. Could be injecting lava a bit more often. Soso grabbing another expansion. Very cool. They're starting to get mined out of the main, so that was a good idea. Another Banshee and a reactor going down on the starport. Mass medivac maybe to support these Marauders. He really needs to get a more balanced unit composition, I think. Just a couple of Marauders, a lot of Vikings, and some Banshees aren't going to work against what seems to be like mass Hydralisks. Like ChiDori really needs to do better. Now the Banshee's afloat and he doesn't have any protection. ChiDori gets some protection. Did I say protection? These Banshees are going to mess with the Hydralisks here, but kill a fair amount of them. We do have a Spire up, so we could be seeing a little bit coming out, so that'll be very interesting. All the Overlords just chilling, and Hellions and 3 Hellions and a Marauder just waiting around, just protecting the expansion that's really doesn't have anything going on. We have an armory, but no upgrades, no more upgrades going on. We have a whole bunch of Infestors. We're just going to pop all those Infestor Terrans on the pro line. Unless he moves these pros out, they're all going to go down. All dead. Very good play there. Look at all those Terrans. Barely ever see that in expert game server. Very good. This command center will go down. That's very cool. Burrowed Infestors. Terrans. Very cool. And now he's going to move over to the second expansion. And Soso in a lot of trouble now because his income will have dropped right down. He needs to move out and do a fair amount of damage. I think he's listening to this cast and he moves out. ChiDori's just going to hang around here and realise that nothing's going over here anyway, but it's still going to down. And a whole lot of Banshees and Vikings going to push up here. A whole lot of Hydralisks pretty much renders unless he has he does have no CS. He does need that. He's in order to do a lot of damage. He does need more of an army here. ChiDori really has been lacking in the army. He needs to dedicate a bit more resources into building more durable units, not just Infestors. But it's still very, very cool. This Queen, full of energy. Doesn't understand any of it. That's cool. And getting a fungal growth Vikings and the Hydralisks are easily going to clear out. Actually, useless for Vikings. They haven't really done a whole lot of anything at the moment. Raven coming out, as well as Thor's. Oh man, that's cool. He was forced to lift up his orbital command from his expansion, I think, and he's going to pop it down, back down here where it's easier to defend. Even though these minerals have don't have a huge amount left, perhaps it would be wiser to put it to the gold. I see ChiDori has already expanded to the gold, which is going to net him a lot of income. I think this Thor is actually stuck here. I'm not sure whether he can get out. That's pretty funny. So, continuing to produce Marauders, I think. Let's see what's going on. Drones, Evolution Train up Marauder. Not a huge amount because he doesn't have a lot of income going down. And this big army of Hydralisks and Infestors is going to push in against this Marauder and Thor army. If he can get off a neural parasite. No, he can't. He hasn't even got it researched yet. He might get it now that he's seen a Thor. Research. We'll see. There's a whole lot of Hydralisks. They're so slow without creep. Getting off a fungal growth on these Marauders, and they just sit there and try and pull back to survive the Hydralisk, the Zerg onslaught. A whole bunch of mules kicking into overdrive. Let's check out the income. Look at that. It's massively increased now that he's got a whole bunch of mules that he didn't use earlier. He had a whole bunch of energy that obviously he spent. All these SCVs just chilling. Doesn't even transfer them to perhaps up here, or maybe even build a command center and fly it over here just to try and get a secret expansion. 2 ravens, 2 marauders, and